Hey, what's up, besties? It's your girl E.Michelle, and I'm back with another video. Thank you so much for stopping back by my channel. If this is your very first time, stop what you're doing, click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss any more of my videos. All right, so we're going to be doing our second paycheck, and I know I'm like a couple of days late, but that's okay. It's better late than never, and that candy voice. But anyways, so let's go ahead and we're going to jump into it. I decided because a lot of comments on one of my most popular videos in the comment section are like, oh my gosh, like it takes her so long to write those lines. Can't she write the lines before that? So I decided to take that into, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if that was your voice or not, but I took it into consideration and I went ahead and laid everything down, because when I do my monthly, I do take the time to do that one. So for these ones, I'll try to shorten them up and already have the things laid down. So I'll be listening to y'all. Don't think I don't hear y'all, okay? I hear you. Just, you know, sometimes I don't care. You know, I have to do what works best for me and what I got going on. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So for my January 15th paycheck, we have Navient. And that is 103. It's really not anything that I have to like worry about it changing, because it's automatic and that's how they set up my payment plan and all of that stuff. Again, make sure if you guys have any student loans with Navient and you're struggling to pay them, make sure you check out their different programs that they have available to you. You just have to ask them, you have to talk to them, and they'll see if you qualify for these programs. Because my Navient payment was like, I want to say $780 a month. And I was like, where am I going to get that from? Like, y'all will never get y'all money. I'm going to be in default times 10 if that's what y'all want me to pay. So I'm just doing, you know, this program for now until I'm making, you know, lots and lots of money. And then I can afford payments like that, or maybe pay off my car. And then that student loan, you know, can get paid off like that. But again, to my college students or my pre-college students that are watching, please be conscious of the student loans that you take out. I definitely am a story to tell you that I took out way more money than what I needed to. I started my master's program at least 3 times and I have not completed it. So that's something to think about. If you're not really into school, don't even like play yourself with the student loans. Just, you know, pay for it one class at a time if you have to. I just wouldn't get myself into that kind of debt unless I absolutely had to. So that's just my tidbit for today, because I just thought about that and I was so thankful for this program that I only have to pay $103. All right, so this due date, it actually automatically drafts on the 15th, so that is good. I kind of like that it comes out with my paycheck, so I don't have to look at it ever. Like, it literally, like, by the time I get my paycheck, it's already gone. Like, that payment, it already came out, so I never really see that. All right, so then we have my car note, and this one is on auto pay as well, and I have that one coming out, $500 for that. And I do pay a little bit over my car note just because I want to try to get this paid off. This is the one that I'm working on this year that I want to get paid off. So that is $115 as well. Not that I'm gonna pay my car off this year, but I really want to focus on putting the most amount of money onto my car. I think that would be the most beneficial for me, only because if I pay my car off, then I can focus on my student loans next. I can't really do both of them at the same time, and I really need to you know, put my focus on one thing and really focus on paying it off. So I have a game plan for that, and I think it's going to work for me. So yeah, let's see, we have our MLGW, bless their souls, and we are budgeting for $200. And I think I actually came underneath that. I have to check and see exactly what that is, but I'm almost positive that I came underneath that for this month. And that is due on 1/22, I believe. Yeah. All right. And then we have iTunes number 2. I had to think about it. And iTunes number 2 is just $2.99. And I do have to go through and kind of delete some things, because I think I'm just like they're telling me my iCloud like is totally full, but I don't know. For some reason, like everything is syncing from my MacBook, and like it's double syncing. So I think that's what's causing a lot of the storage to be full, because my phone still has like over 100 gigabytes left that I can use, and my computer does too. So I'm not really sure what's up with that. So I have been saying I need to check that out, and I definitely need to do that. But anyways, iTunes number 2 is 116, I believe. 1 second. All right, and then we have Split. And I talked to them the other day, and I'm going to keep talking to them until I get the answer that I need to get. But what they did was, I was supposed to have a $15 credit applied every month. And I thought that was going towards the iPad that I purchased. It is not going towards the iPad. It is actually going towards my bill. So where my bill for the iPad was supposed to be $30, it's actually only $15. And then they're still charging me the amount for the iPad. So that's something I will never ever do again. I normally don't do this, but for business purposes, it's really good for me to have that iPad. So I've decided and made a decision that I will be, for my business account, this will change next month. I will do what my phone is, and then for my business account, I will be paying the iPad fee, because the iPad fee, literally I use that for work purposes, like all of my social media and stuff like that. I'm able to upload videos. There's different things I can do on my iPad that having that mobile plan is like really, really handy, especially because it has the personal hotspot on there. So I'm able to use that to power different things. So that comes in handy. But next month, I am just going to take the cell phone one and use that one as this. And then the iPad will come out of my business. So for right now, we're at 180. Excuse me, you guys can hear I'm still a little bit sick. And that's due on 117. And then we have Xfinity, and that is $93.50. Still haven't been able to get that back down. I called about this special and they could not find that special, but guess what? Guess who will be calling again? Your girl gonna be calling again. I have no problems, no qualms at all calling and harassing people. It doesn't bother me because it's my coins. So it is what it is. All right, so that is due on 127. And then lastly, we have Netflix, because I am the one family member who has the Netflix account. And we all have them, but you can get up to 5 different profiles on one. So like, yeah, I'm that one that pays for it, and it's okay. It makes me feel good about paying for it too, because I mean I'm helping my family out, so it doesn't bother me whatsoever. Just makes me laugh when I see the different profiles everyone's created. And sometimes people will watch, like, they'll watch on my profile, and I'm like, I did not watch this. Why is it starting right here? But that's neither here nor there, but that's kind of funny. But yeah, I'm the Netflix account holder. All right, so Netflix is automatic and iTunes is automatic. That's what that asterisk means, just to let me know that those are going to be coming out of my account regardless of whatever I got going on. So now we're going to put down our cash envelopes, and by the time you see this video, you've probably already seen me stuff my cash envelopes. So you know that I adjusted one of them, but I still kept the same amounts. So that's going to be $420. And then my sinking funds, I actually only need to have $66, but I don't know how I'm going to feel about only getting out that $66. So I'll probably do $70 if I can. Going into the bank is a little bit more taxing than going to get gas. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but it's supposed to be $66, but I pulled out $80 this time as well. So that's fine. I just added that extra into my sinking fund envelope and we will be good. All right. So we have, let's find out what our total expenses are. All right. So let's add this up here. We have 103 plus 500 plus 200 plus 299 plus 180 plus 93.50 50 plus 1532. Okay, so we're at 10. Oh wait, then we got 500 plus 500. Ooh, I was finna have monies, honey. I was finna have the monies. All right, so we're at 1594.81, and then we do our paycheck, which is minus 2011. All right, so our remaining funds, we have $416.19, and we are in the green, or yeah, we're in the green, however we want to say that. So I'm just going to highlight this in green, and I probably should have waited till my pen dried, but that's okay. And that just lets me know that I am plus. So I like visual things, like when I can just look right at the page and see exactly, you know, like what I need to see like right away. I like things like that. So that's why these kits and things like that work for me. If you guys didn't know, this kit is from Shea Budget Shop, and I absolutely love them. She makes some of them custom for me, but I love them. I don't think I'll be changing anytime soon, and she's even working on something super special for me that I cannot wait. I hope I'm able to introduce it. If everything goes well and she loves me a whole lot, then I'll probably be able to introduce it in February or like mid-February, and you guys can see something really cool for those who are doing some different Erin Condren planning. Okay, so anyways, we have our $416.19 that we have left over from this paycheck. And one thing that I had to do was I switched life insurance policies. We talked about this before, and you guys we were getting opinions on whole life or term insurance, and so I decided to go ahead and change. And since I'm no longer with State Farm, I am with Liberty Mutual, I wanted to go ahead and get everything under Liberty Mutual because State Farm had all of my stuff, and so since they dropped me, I wanted to go ahead and not have anything with them. It didn't make sense to be paying all these multiple companies, and then you also get a discount for going with them. So because of that, anyways, I had to go ahead and pay my first life insurance policy payment up front. So I want to make sure that I mark that, and I believe that payment was for $28. So I just want to mark that because that's something kind of big that I did. And then I also I paid deposit for the TD Jakes conference. And that was $200, and I still am going to owe $474 for the remaining part of my payment, plus another $150 for my ticket. So I'm going to have to put a halt right now to, well, not really a halt, but I had a savings plan for what I wanted to do with not only this extra money, but also for my car note. So like anything I got in with YouTube and stuff like that, I was going to put towards my car note, and I wanted to pay an extra car note a month. So that was my plan, but I'm going to have to adjust, and I'm okay with that because this trip, I kind of knew about it, but I kind of put it to the back burner. I wasn't sure if we were still going or not. I'm going with my church, by the way, and it's a leadership conference, and so I think it's really important for me to go. And so I'm just going to put that to the side for right now, and I'm going to see how my monies go because I need to make sure I have that money. It's in Tampa, Florida, and I need to make sure I have that taken care of. So even though I have my sinking fund, for everything else, I'm going to start a sinking fund that's going to be with using some of this remaining money. And I know that sounds really weird, but using some of this remaining money as well as my YouTube stuff, I'm starting a sinking fund in February that will be for my trip in April. So I'll have that time to save for that. I know that probably was really confusing, but anyways, I just want to make sure that I have a way or a plan for saving my money. So I'm going to write that note down here, and it's good to write yourself little notes or things that will help you remember what you have to do for next month or something that may be coming up. So I'm just going to make a note about the conference that I owe $474 plus $150 for conference. So I can pay a little bit at a time, but the final payment is due on March 9th, I want to say. I believe it's March 9th. So I'm going to put that there. So I really need to be saving my February and my January checks that I have coming from my extracurricular activities. I need to be saving those for this. And that is what my plan is. So this money here at the end of the month, once I see what I actually have left over, I'll be transferring that and putting that into a fund, or just go ahead. Actually, I probably could just go ahead and pay for the conference from there, because this $200 came out of here. Excuse me, this $200 came out of here, so I technically only have like another $200 left to pay towards something. But then I also have my YouTube paycheck coming in, so I'm not really too much worried about it. I just want to make sure that I allocate the right amount of funds from the right places to make sure I'm paying for it without having to come out of my budget, because I just don't want to do that. And that's what I was thinking about when I signed up to go for the conference. All right, so that is my second paycheck. That is everything. And I'll be going through and then adding in my actuals that I've paid and all of that jazz. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns. And don't forget these the series that I'm starting. I know I'm a little bit behind on that. I am going to start that series probably posted on Monday. I've already recorded it, but I can't just figure out the right time to post it, or if I should just scratch it and just go live and then we all can sit and talk about it. So I'm still up in the air about that, but I am still going to be doing that because I think it'll be very helpful to my viewers and all of that stuff. All right, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Mwah! KK, bye!